A very good morning, evening, and afternoon to everyone who is watching my video. Please tell me in the comment box from which part of the world you are watching the video. Hey, beautiful subscriber and the beautiful people who are watching the video, may you get everything in your life that you want and may you be blessed a lot. So, my name is Afifa and I live in a small and beautiful city of Pakistan named as Jhelum City. So, guys, I am a traveler. I love to travel and discover places. Today, I am in a fort that is near Jhelum city. Like, it takes half an hour or 45 minutes to reach there from my hometown. This fort is named as Rohtas Fort or Killa Rohtas. Yes, it's almost more than century, like more than I don't know how many centuries have passed. This beautiful, marvelous fort was built. It is said that it was built around about near the 1600 to 1700
So this
BC.
fort is is very big. It's very huge. It is covering almost you can say that 4 to 5 kilometers. Maybe I'm not so sure, but it's too big that you can't cover the whole fort in one day. Like it takes 1.5 days to cover whole of that. But still, there are some hidden facts that we do not know. So I have made two parts actually because this is very huge and it is impossible for anyone to cover it in the one part. In one part, I have shown you the places where the emperor used to live, the bedroom of the queen. Today, in the second part, I am going to show you some horrible facts. As you guys can see, this is a cave kind of structure and there is a gate outside that. This is very shocking and I was literally shivering when I was explaining the thing. This door, I am going inside and trust me guys, it's too smelly. It's been thousands of years and centuries, but still it's too smelly. This was the room they used to take the prisoners from that gate and they used to just enclose the prisoners inside that room. And at the top of that yes, at the top of that there is a big hole. From that dome type structure, from that big hole, they used to sometimes they used to throw the prisoners from that. And in that room, why this room is very famous in that history, they used to lock the prisoners along with a lion that the king basically, whose name was Sher Shah Suri, who built all the this fort and all the structure. He was actually having a pet lion and he used to punish the people who did not listen to him or did not obey. He used to punish those people by throwing them in the cage and they were forced to be eaten by the lion, and the lion, they were like killed by the lion brutally. So when I just read all the things in the story or in the history book, I felt very bad for those victims. May God bless the souls of all of these people who have suffered at the hands of the cruel emperors or the political leaders. Okay, now we guys are moving toward the other part of the fort. As I must tell you, the queen's room or the emperor's room, if you want to see, you can check out the part 1, Rohtas Fort's part 1. So this is the second part. All these locations are in different scenario. Like in one location, in one direction, you will find the queen's and emperor's room. In the other direction, you will see that room, this gate where they used to punish the people. In the third room, you guys will see some other location. So in the direction I am moving now, I am just pointing my camera at this advertisement, the signboard you see. Apart from that, at these locations, this area was basically you can say that for the food point, or you can say they were having this area, they use this area for their dining or for their they used to have their meals there. So it's not basically the dining hall that we are having nowadays, but that whole area that was basically people, they used to have their food there, like all the warriors, all the servants, like they go there, and this is kind of, you can say, in Urdu we say it dastarkhan, like in English we can say like a kind of a dining hall. It was there in that direction. Now you can see such a big area was attributed for their meals, or for their dinner, or for their lunch, etc. Now I am just moving towards some other direction, and side by side I'm telling you. Again, you can see the huge beautiful walls. The structure of the walls is nearly the same. In every direction you go, you will see these walls with this kind of structure. Now here there is a mosque, like this is the mosque that nowadays the people have built the mosque. Like it's still it's been years that this mosque has been built. In that structure I am not so sure, like in the older times, in the time of the at the time of the king, what was there actually, but it's been years that people have transformed this section specifically. As you can see, this is like there is a kind of a rope there that is showing some restriction, like you have to go barefooted inside, because in the mosque or on the sacred places we shouldn't take the shoes, like it's the religious belief. It's up to you, by the way. So here are the carpets. The Muslim people, when they come there, they offer their prayer, and over there you can find many beautiful frames. Artwork is there. So this beautiful frame, you guys can see the Quranic verses. So they are just written, or they are just printed on some animal's skin. So this frame is also very old, but it is actually not from the times of the king. I must tell you, I do not want to make things exaggerated. This is the, maybe somebody later on, someone has gifted this frame. This frame is from the like the current century we all are in.